Hey everybody, it's your girl Cece and I am back as promised. I am going to help you become the successful, financially free entrepreneur that you aspire to be. I am 25 and I have $1 million company at this point. If you're interested in also becoming a successful entrepreneur like myself, online and in retail, I have 2 successful retail stores. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, and please drop a like on this video. I feel like in my beginning stages, no video really helped me understand what branding meant. Like, I did so much research on like, what is branding? How do I make my brand a brand? Like, what does it even mean, right? Branding is going to be like the most important stabilization tool for your business. And what that means is basically like, you'll have people that start a business, right? And they'll do maybe okay. They'll do even really, really good for the first year. But the reason why some of those businesses don't make it and don't last is because they never actually formed a brand, right? So you can have great products, you can have beautiful products, beautiful website, all that. But if you don't have a brand, there's nothing that's like connecting your customers to your business. The reason why people shop with you is not because of what you sell. Just being honest with you, it's not because of what you sell. It's because of how you connect with them and how they relate to your business, if that makes sense. So you want to position your brand in a way that it invokes some type of positive or relatable emotion to your audience, okay? So for example, my thing is shapewear, waist trainer, supplements, stuff like that, right? I target mothers because I know for a fact that a majority of moms have a hard time getting back to like their normal self. They go through like an identity crisis sometimes after they have a baby, body insecurities that almost all women can relate to after they've had a baby. And my brand kind of positions itself as like that light of hope, that light of reminding them that they still matter. They can still prioritize how they look without feeling guilty, and that they're seen, they're heard, they're understood. That is the reason why people would shop with my brand as opposed to possibly just going to Amazon. This day and age, Amazon is wiping out a lot of businesses. And this is why I'm so grateful that I didn't just go with what I thought would sell. And I went with something that I was actually passionate about. Because if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I have tried to sell so many different things until I finally got to the point of what I sell now. And that is to say, you have to find something that you're personally actually passionate about. Right now, if you just try to sell something because you know you just want to make money and that's your only reason to sell it, you're not going to stay afloat for a long period of time. And I'm just being totally honest with you. There were boutiques that I followed, there were boutiques that I followed in the beginning of my journey that I used to look up to, and they're almost all out of business right now. And some of them are shapewear brands. Some of them are shapewear, some of them are clothing, and some of them are popular YouTubers on here right now. And they might not tell you how much they were struggling, but it's very, very obvious that they were struggling, okay? Everybody's going through like this rebranding phase or this closing down and might possibly reopen. This is why that happens. They were just selling things that were easy to sell. Boom, 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 sell. They weren't emotionally connecting to their audience and giving them that feeling of like, wow, I really need this product, right? And the thing is, you can do that still through clothing, but you have to be passionate about it. You have to have a plan on how you're going to convey those type of emotions to them, okay? So for example, I want to give you guys like different examples other than my business, right? So I follow a barber. He's a guy, right? And I follow him just because of how amazing he makes his clients feel. His name's Alec, I believe. And the reason why people literally drive 7, 8, 10 hours out of state just to come to this one barber, right? They probably have hundreds of barbers near them, but they want to see this barber. Why? Because he records the process of how he literally like transforms their look, their confidence. They come into him, they trust him. He makes everybody feel so comfortable. He's really cool. Basically like all these different things, right? And that's the reason why people come to him, is because of his personality and the journey that he takes his clients through. Does that make sense? They're not coming to him just because he knows how to cut hair really good. They can find so many guys that know how to cut hair very good. You can do this through any product. You just have to find the product that works for you. And this is how you create your brand. Your brand is not really your story. Your brand is really how you connect with your audience. So it's not about you. So a lot of people, you tell them about branding and they're like, oh, well, my brand is, I came from this and I started it because of that. And I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about that. If you're thinking about you personally, you're doing it wrong. I'm not saying that you can't tell your story, but that's not your brand. Your brand is 100% why people should shop with your brand. What does your product or service do for them emotionally that makes them so attached and so like, oh my God, I need this. I need to experience this. That's your brand. It's going to be the one thing that sets you aside from shopping with somebody else. So once you have figured out how you can emotionally connect your brand, your service, or your product with your customers, you have to also start to strategically plan what your content and appearance of your brand looks like. So the reason why I chose pink and gold, I'm not even a pink girl. Like, you'll never see me in pink outside of this jacket because that's not me, right? The reason why I chose pink is because pink is a very feminine color. It's a very warm color. And this brand is all about women. So pink, off the top of your head, of course, women. That's the first thing you think of is women, right? The reason why I didn't go with like a super hot, vibrant pink is because it's a little bit too immature for my audience. So it's very intentional to go with like this kind of mauve shade of pink. Now, the jackets that I've designed for my employees are a little bit brighter because I intentionally want my customers to see us as bright, welcoming, inviting, okay? I want them to be comfortable, warm, and just kind of like feel feminine when they come into the store. So that's why I intentionally chose like pink. There's a lot of like science too when it comes to like branding colors and stuff like that as well. So make sure you're choosing your branding colors based off of like the science behind it. This can be easily like thought through on Google. I'm a strong advocate of ChatGPT. No, this is not sponsored. I use ChatGPT every single day for my business. Anything that I am confused on or I need help on, I always just ask ChatGPT, and it's literally like having a personal assistant. There's a reason why Ulta uses orange. There's a reason why herbalists use green. There's a reason why certain colors are used. All like a psychological thing, okay? I think a lot of people don't understand how much thinking really goes into the branding of your business, but it is very important that you don't just do things just because you like them. Keep that in your head, like throughout your whole business journey. Don't just do things because you like them. The only thing that matters the most that you're doing because you like it is what you sell. So make sure you are selling something that you're actually genuinely passionate about. Everything else, you have to think about your customers. You're not going to make $1 million off of buying your own stuff. You're going to make $1 million off of other people buying your stuff. So whose opinion do you think matters more? Yours or your customers? So you have to put yourself in the perspective of them. From somebody on the higher end side of branding, another very important thing you have to do is you have to invest in quality content, quality appearance, quality products, okay? Everything has to be in line with the brand. It wouldn't make sense for me to charge the prices that I'm charging for things that people could just easily get on Amazon and things that were not great quality. So all of my products are excellent quality. So it's very reasonable, and my customers understand that when they come here, they're getting really, really, really good quality items. I just had a customer the other day spend $800 in my store. That's a very normal thing for me, okay? It's a very normal thing for me to have customers that spend $300 plus in my store because they know that they're investing in quality items. And guess what? If this store looked tacky, if it looked messy, if it looked unorganized, if I was selling 50 different kinds of things in this one store, I wouldn't be able to get away with doing that. But because I have kind of niched and narrowed down my brand, which don't be afraid of doing. A lot of people are so scared to like niche their brand. There's nothing to be afraid of when niching your brand. You want to be that one-stop shop for a specific category of things because people automatically think of you when they think of certain things, right? So anytime my customers know that they have somewhere like special to go when they have a cute dress, boom, the first thing they think of is Bossy Lamb. I need to get my shapewear for my outfit. You know what I'm saying? Or if they're thinking of waist trainers, boom, Bossy Lamb pops into their mind. That's a good thing. Unless you plan on competing with Walmart or Target, stop trying to sell 50 million things. That's not a brand, okay? Make sure you take your time and actually get good products before you just put stuff out there. And don't expect people to buy things just because you sell things. That's not why people buy. People buy because they feel like they need your product. If you can make people feel like they need your product, that's gold. That's literally gold. That's how you keep a lasting, successful brand. So I hope these tips helped. I feel like I could dive definitely more deep into this subject. I'm not really like a notes taker type of person. So if you guys want to see a part 2, a more detailed explanation of the whole branding thing, comment down below. Comment down below if you've learned anything from this, or if you have any more specific questions on branding. I would love to answer it. And check out my business resources website. I have plenty of resources on there right now for you where you can get help personally from me. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.